In today's video, I'm going to be revealing the easiest and best green jump shots in NBA 2K22 next gen and current gen. First things first though, please like and subscribe. I mean, it's 100% free, literally takes 5 seconds, helps me out so much. Obviously, the way jump shots work, it's not really a one-size-fits-all situation, meaning that different jump shots work better for different people. So for this reason, I'm going to give you guys 3 jump shots on both games, 1 fast jump shot, 1 slower jump shot, and then 1 big man jump shot. Starting things off, we're going to be talking about next gen, and for the fast jump shot on next gen is going to be base 144 with release 1 50% 13 and 50% Kobe Bryant. Base 144 is one of the fastest bases on both next gen and current gen, but in my opinion is better on next gen. The jump shot has a massive green window and as well is just very simple and very straightforward, and for this reason works very well as a beginner's jump shot. Also, the jumper is going to be amazing both off the dribble and off the catch, and is also super versatile. As I said, the jump shot's pretty simple and so is its cue. Basically what a cue is it tells you when to release square, so that way you're able to time your jump shot correctly. Your cue is going to be very important if you want to be able to green in this game, and on this jump shot the cue is very easy. Pretty much it's all in the shooting arm, and what you're going to want to do is wait until your shooting arm begins to extend. So right when you see it begin to extend forwards and towards the basket, like right here, you're going to want to release square. All around, this is just a very good jump shot that works on all builds. It's going to be very good, especially if you like faster jump shots and you're on next gen. Although if you want a slightly slower jump shot, then I would recommend using base Zach LaVine, release 1 Rudy, and release 2 62 with 60-40 bundling. This is a slower jump shot than the previous jump shot, but it's not too slow. This jumper is basically just average speed and it's also super smooth. Not to mention, it's also really hard to contest and block. For this reason, even though it isn't super duper fast, you can still shoot even with only a little bit of space. And it's also super easy to green because it has a pretty big green window. The cue of this jumper is pretty similar to the previous jump shot, but you're going to want to look at the ball more than the arm. Basically, when you see the ball begin to accelerate towards the basket, you're going to want to release square. So as you guys can see, the ball starts moving towards the basket right here, so I go ahead and release square. If you guys can release square at this point consistently, then it will also be green consistently, and you're going to be able to shoot very well. So now the 2 jump shots I just gave you guys on next gen do not work for big men. So for the 3rd jump shot on next gen, it's going to be a big man jump shot. As you guys know, if you're taller than 6'10", you get restricted jump shot bases. So for the base, I'd recommend using Anthony Davis. And for the upper releases, I'd go with 60% Kevin Durant and 40% Trey Burke. As I said, this jump shot does work for big men taller than 6'10", and also has one of the biggest screen windows in this game. For a big man jump shot, this is average speed and is also super smooth and super easy to green. Not to mention, it is one of the best catch and shoot jump shots in this game, and as well works from pretty much everywhere on the floor. For this reason, it's going to be great whether you're a popper or just a corner sitter. Now moving on to the cue of this jump shot. Right here, you guys can see the ball comes up and almost pauses by your player's head for a second before your player's wrist and elbow both snap towards the basket. So basically for the cue of this jump shot, you're going to want to wait until right before everything snaps, like when the ball is still near your player's head. If you release square after he has already begun to snap his wrist, then you're going to shoot a slightly late. So instead aim to release square before he snaps his wrist, like right here. Okay, so I just gave you guys 3 total next gen jumpers, 1 fast jumper, 1 medium speed jumper, and then 1 big man jumper. And now I'm going to be doing pretty much the exact same thing, but for current gen. So for the first fast jumper on current gen, what I'd recommend using is base 104, release 1 John Wall, and release 2 13 with 50-50 bundling. This is one of the fastest jump shots on current gen. It also has a massive green window. This is one of those jump shots that take a little bit of practice to get used to. At least for me, the first time I used it, I kind of struggled a little bit. But after practicing a little bit, I was able to green very easily and very consistently. This is going to be a super good jump shot both off the dribble, off the catch, and it's also a super good jump shot when you're tired, which is very important because as you guys know, this year, when you're tired, your jump shot is also slower. All around, this is just a great, fast, current gen jump shot. So moving on to the cue of this jumper, the first step of this cue is you're going to want to start by looking at the ball. You'll basically see the ball come really far back, almost behind your player's head. So for the cue of this jump shot, you're going to want to wait until the ball comes all the way back. And then once it does come all the way back, you're going to want to release square like right here. So now for a slightly slower jump shot, if that jumper was too fast, I recommend using base 37, release 1 Marquise Chris, and release 2 Paul George with 40-60 bundling. The jumper is not as fast as the previous jumper, but it is still pretty fast. but I know for some people this small difference in speed can actually make a big difference. The jump shot has a massive green window, one of the biggest green windows in this entire game. It is also super easy to green. It's great both off the dribble and off the catch, and is also pretty difficult to contest. Additionally, at least for me, this is a really consistent jump shot that I can green very consistently. Now, moving on to the cue of this jumper, this is pretty simple. What you're going to want to do is pretty much just look above your player's head, and then as soon as you see the ball, release square. So basically, right when you start holding square, look at the point that's just slightly above your player's head, and then as soon as you see the ball, release square, like right here. I think people that are going to benefit most from this jumper is current gen players that want a kind of fast jump shot, but also not something that's too fast. Now finally, moving on to the last jump shot of this video, this is going to be another current gen jumper, and this is going to be a big man current gen jump shot. For the base, I recommend going with set shot 7 with release 1 26 and release 2 Damian Lillard. This does work for big men taller than 6'10", as well as pretty much any build in this game. It has a massive green window, and for this reason is super duper easy to green. Not to mention, something a little bit unique about this jump shot is that it gives a massive boost when timed correctly. This pretty much means you're going to be getting less full bars since 2K rewards you for timing your jump shot correctly. And also, this is going to be great for low 3-point builds, which is perfect because it also works for big men. The cue of the jump shot is going to be pretty similar to some of the previous jump shots. You're going to want to start by looking at the ball, and then you're going to want to wait for the ball to come up and behind your player's head, and then switch directions and start moving towards the basket. So pretty much what you're going to want to do is wait for the ball to switch directions, and then once you do see the switch of directions, release square like right here. Overall, this is a very good jump shot that I would highly recommend to any big men on current gen or any low 3-point builds on current gen. And yeah, that's gonna do it for the video. In total, I gave you guys 6 jump shots, 3 on both games. And honestly, what I'd recommend doing is try out all the jump shots on your game and then just see which one works the best for you. If you did make it this far into the video and enjoyed it, please like and subscribe. There's a gameplay video, a dribble tutorial, and a dribble 6 video on the screen right now. Like, comment, subscribe, go follow me on Twitter, and I'm out. Peace.